What up, guys? Welcome to 12M Hustle. Let's get into it. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Let's get into it, guys. It's trading time. So, welcome to the live pre-market show. This is where I get down with it. I show you guys what's going on, what we got planned for the day. Okay, so here we go. I'm starting off with Nvidia. All right, Nvidia has some nice sell-offs. It's just indicator that I use, but we got some nice sell-offs over here. Under 188 is looking pretty good. Under 185, we are looking for short into 182 because we had a major gap down overnight session, looks like. So that's what I'm looking on Nvidia. Okay, so Nvidia's play is pretty simple. I am looking for anything below this prior high of 186 down into this to target 182, possibly target a week low of 180. Okay, so that's going to be Nvidia. Now we're looking for Tesla. Now at Tesla, I am looking at overall. We had a nice sell-off last Friday. Today's Monday, so looks like we gapped up overnight on Tesla. Anything above 441 or 437, I am looking for a continuation long setup into possible previous day high on non-Tesla of 446. So a little different play. I'm going to be looking for dropped here, hold, and then continuation pump into 447, 450. So that's Tesla's play. Pretty simple. And then let's look at NQ. So NQ, huge gap. So it looks like the news that we had was the U.S. futures rise, AMD surges on open AI deal. U.S. stock futures were higher on Monday, with the S&P 500 contracts up 0.4% and NASDAQ was up 0.8%. So it looks like there was a major deal. You also had mega cap stocks were mostly higher ahead of the open. So Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, Meta, Tesla, all these NVIDIA popped up. So this was a major deal. Meanwhile, we still have the government shutdown entering its 6th day after Senate failed for the 4th time to pass the spending proposal on Friday. So lawmakers are actually set to go ahead and vote again today. Democratic funding, which includes healthcare priorities and GOP lead stopgap bill, though neither is expected to succeed. So we'll see if the government shutdown continues. Now, besides that, we have huge gap up on London. This was huge on this deal. So pretty much this whole move we had last Friday has all been given back up. So I'm not looking to sell this rally, to be honest. I mean, this is a huge candle, right? 25, literally London was 25,241 from 25.4, almost a 40 point candle. I mean, to be honest, I'm not looking to short this. So if I'm going to short this, it's probably not going to be today. And if I do short it today, it's probably not going to happen until we drop under 25,110. So ideally what I want to see off the open, which is another 20 minutes, is I want to see a drop under 25,167. I want it to hold these prior levels here, and then I want to see a gap up. So gap up and then I would be targeting 25,241. Of course, I'm taking the contacts into, notion that we understand that we had a huge AI deal. Market is fully bullish. We have everything going up. So I mean, I don't want to stand in front of this train. I definitely want this to happen, but I'm not about to stand in it. So I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to go long. Only way I go short is pretty much if I see a breakdown into Asia low. And I mean, I have to see like a huge drop, right? So I'm talking huge drop off the open. We bleed, we drop here, Asia, and we cannot sustain it and hold it. And then ideally what I want to see is the drop, pop back above into 25. And then on the second round down, right, lower high, I want to see this. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see drop, pop, enter the pop at 25,160, and then look for pretty much this Asia low, London low, 25,000 level. We're still going to have an overall trend. We'll still be a higher high, but this is a possible great short that I'm looking for. This is what I want to see. But overall, I am leaning long bias on this. Like I said, just because we have this huge thing on it, contract with it, I'm leaning long, 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 long. So this is how I'm leaning on a Monday. But next up, we have anyone that trades the Russell. I don't trade the Russell, but overall, it is the same idea. Overall, it's an uptrend. I would continue anything above this Asia 2505. I would do the same thing and continue thinking long bias today. Go with the trend, not against it. And then we have the Dow Jones. Huge rip last week. A little different than what we had on ES and on NQ. Excuse me, that's a little different. So I would be saying I don't like this chop zone that it's in. So if I were to trade the Dow today, I would be looking for a breakout. But anything below these levels, I'd be looking for a sell down. So anything above here, off the open, would be looking for a previous day high, long setup, and then anything below it, we'd be looking for a sell down level on the Dow. So anything above 47,147, we're looking for a pump, and anything below 47,051, we're looking for a sell off. So, and then for the ES, it is the same thing I'm looking for, same concept. We have some levels that ES is holding. Huge, not as huge of a pump, on ES. Overall, NQ looks way better. But anything above these levels of 67.81, same idea. Anything below these levels, Asia low, I am looking for a sell-off into previous day low and possibly give the whole move back. But I just don't think this is happening today. Not after this huge news, but it could be a sell the news event. I don't know. I am still looking for a possible long into 6,800, above 6,800, and just keep it ripping. So that's what I'm looking on the ES. And on Bitcoin, last one of the day, I am looking at, let's see. So Bitcoin is ripping. So I don't trade Bitcoin, but if you do trade Bitcoin, it is a clean level, clean line. Look at that. Clean trend. We are just smacking it up. Anything above on Bitcoin, anything above 124, I would just continue to keep looking long, and you have a nice little area where to risk off, and just anything below 124K, then I'm be smacking that short, risking the top of that. So anything below this level, I'd be risking the top of that. I'd definitely be risking. Take this out of the way. Anything below this 124 level, I'd be risking that, and I would be targeting the prior lows. I'd be targeting 122, possibly previous day low, or possibly 120. So I don't think this move's going to happen. I definitely think we're just going to keep on being bullish today. So overall, it is a day that I recommend you guys to be safe. Keep it tight. Understand you don't have to sell the rallies. We're going to get our melt off. We're going to get it on NQ or on ES. Just you don't have to jump in front of it, right? You can just wait. There's nothing wrong with waiting. If we don't get this move today, we'll get it the next day. If you just want to go long, small size would be my recommendation, and keep it tight. Now let's go over news with you guys. So on the news, let's talk about it. So what do we got today? Today's Monday. Coming soon, we have a 3-bill month, 6-month bill auction. That's coming soon. We have managed index, balance of trade. So these are 3:30, 5:30. This is Tuesday. So Tuesday we got a couple good stuff going on, right? Got some Fed speaking. I would say a big thing we have today is to see if they pass this federal shutdown, and if that bill gets passed. If it does, that's probably going to move the market. So just keep an eye on that, guys. I would definitely keep an eye on that. But I do know the biggest thing we have on the docket for this week is going to be bad boy. You know what it is. Is going to be FOMC. MC minutes on Wednesday. So I don't think we're going to get too much movement for Monday and Tuesday until we come to Wednesday, this bad boy. Only way I see a lot of movement in the futures, and we have jobless claims on Thursday, is if we get this government shutdown taken care of today. So we have news, not too much news today, but we do have news coming up. I would stay aware of it. I would keep light on your feet and just understand that stuff is getting crazy out here. Any small caps, I would say for you guys, I don't really have anything that I'm liking right now. I'm gonna wait for later. I usually put scans on and I wait for later to see if anything comes up. Let me look real quick for you guys. I'll actually, I'll look for you guys. I usually like to do a $1.50 and above for small caps, and then 30% and above, and then I just use US. Okay, so looks like what I got a couple. Let's see. Okay, so looks like we have plug power. Let's type that in. Plug. That's up about 30%. Looks like this bad boy's on here. So we got plug. Might possibly look at this. How I do on my small caps is a little different. I like to do when I'm trading small caps is I like to draw out my levels. 6 months as I use a lot to draw out the levels. They seem to work better on small caps, and I even do it in big caps as well. So that's a level I'm interested. 513 is a level I'm interested, and I'm just going straight off the chart. I haven't even looked at what the IO institutional ownership is. I haven't looked at if it has the S12. I haven't looked if it has any, warrants. I haven't looked at any of that. I'm just going off just straight up chart. So that these are levels that I'd be looking at, right? Definitely levels I would be interested in. So I'd be looking at possible, and then this is my tape here, by the way, guys. I have tape. You can get, it is an indicator. You can get tape on TradingView, so it's pretty cool. And I do pay for live data on TradingView. So pretty much anything above 396, possibly this low here, 412. I'm looking for longish into above 470 or 513 possible. So this looks good. This is a 381 stock, and then we have a DF. Let me pull up this next one. DFLR. About 622. It's another one I'll go over. I don't really like this one because I just don't like trading these $1.40 stocks. This is something I probably would have traded on Friday. Once it got to $2, good short. But I just don't like trading these type of stocks at this level. Let's see, anything else that I'm digging? Let me look for you guys. Let's see. And then it has to have volume as well. So the ones that I'm putting up have at least over 1 million volume. I don't like anything with no volume either. Yeah, that's too low there. It had about 339 million on the volume. RTCIF. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, this is. Oh, okay. That's a dollar stock as well. Let's see. SYT. That sounds familiar. Okay, here's another one, right? Nice, huge. Yesterday, huge ripper. That's nice. Look at that. So, this is possibly something I might look into. Anything above 391, I would possibly care about this one. But, yeah. That's about it, guys. I'm all done for today. So that's it for this morning. Gave you guys some my levels for my two big ones that I do. I do Tesla. I do NVIDIA. I give you levels for as well as futures. I give you guys levels for everything. So hope you guys stay safe this morning. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, like. Like I said, I'll be doing these every morning before I start my trading, just so everyone can have a game plan, and then you guys can have an idea of what to go to, how I'm seeing it, the context of why I'm seeing it this way. Hope you guys stay safe. Have a blessed one. Keep that risk in check, because that's all we control at the end of the day. And have a good one. Peace.